YouTube, man, what it do, man? It's your boy Benji. We back in between the ropes. I do appreciate each and every one of y'all because we keep growing. We blowing up, man. Hey, more content is coming this way, and on the Patreon, I just reacted to a couple matches, so they gonna be up there for Fight Night. Also checked out some TV shows and movies. We are checking out everything entertainment that way. So if you want to join the community, don't hesitate. I got some more stuff to get off my chest, man. We just got some news about Karrion Kross. A lot of people believe that his departure was going to be a work, and he's already doing media interviews. Plenty of people have voiced their displeasure with Triple H and the way he's running WWE. At the end of the day, he's going to be the face. He's the one guy that wants to present himself at the helm any opportunity we get. Dude went to the White House and was spitting out water at the White House. Playing the guys that wrestled alongside Triple H, not many of them got along with him because if you got to think about it, the dude was messing with the boss's daughter in order to get a leg up. Smart decision by Triple H, but I can understand why a lot of people may not like you for that.
Punk didn't trust me, and I didn't trust Punk.
No one trusted you, Hunter. Not a damn. Well, Sean trusted you. There's your list.
Maven's been a pretty positive guy, but this is a dude that's telling us about how he, as well as many people, viewed Triple H during the time of his heyday.
You have it. You've got it. Yeah, you want Brock, you've got it.
I already told y'all, I don't understand why somebody like Karrion Kross would sign with these guys again. They had no regard for you as an individual. Big time interview with Ariel Helwani. This dude gets all the interviews, man.
I was very flattered that after the show, it's a show that I'm not even on, everyone is chanting.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And I thought that was really, really cool, man. And I've had conversations with people that have been in the business for over 30 years. And they've said really, really, really solid wrestlers have gone their whole careers and never gotten an ovation like that. Never mind once. They've never had things like this happen. It really put things in perspective for me. Like,
they're apparently confiscating his signs, anything that referenced Karrion Kross. A lot of people were saying online that they were going to start "We Want Kross" chants in the arena at Monday Night Raw. We didn't really hear that. Do I think that Karrion Kross is somebody who is like a Roman Reigns level talent? No. I think at the end of the day, there's use for this guy. We've seen plenty of wrestlers who weren't the greatest, the most cool, the best, get put in a position to at least win. And at the end of the day, a lot of the support that came from this dude was organic. People got behind him because of the promos that he cut on his own. He had to go out of his own way to do that type of stuff. The business you're working for is supposed to do all they can to ensure that you're getting a limelight as a character individually. And then now we have agencies such as social media where you can take advantage of that and do a further dive. It's about the business in entirety. You have a guy like Roman Reigns who spent 4 years as champion. He's just wandering around doing nothing now. There had to be a plan where they were like, you know what we're going to have happen? Cody Rhodes is going to beat Roman Reigns. And it's been over a year since that happened, and Roman Reigns has no purpose. You knew John Cena was going to be coming and doing a retirement tour. John Cena has turned heel at the beginning of his retirement tour and then turned face again for no reason. And it took somebody like Logan Paul to call it out that it was nonsensical. Sami Zayn is stuck in a bloodline vortex. They're interfering in his matches. They're literally not even on the same shows. They don't even want to be regarded as bloodline, but some strange reason they're still after Sami Zayn. Why? This guy is not even Samoan. It's very likely that all this is going on to begin the wheels turning for Sami Zayn to become a World Heavyweight Champion. If you had to ask me, a lot of the booking is catered towards you get an award, you get an award, you get an award. But again, it's unevenly distributed because we got guys that are getting over organically that are good. Or at the very least, can cut promos and tell stories. Bro, I've been watching some of these matches on Fight Night on Patreon. Not everyone that we regard as a GOAT is doing amazing things in the ring. But at the end of the day, they're telling a story. LA Knight and guys like Karrion Kross were selling merch. People are cheering for them. Yet Jey Uso is the one that gets the championship and then just gets it taken back. The Kabuki Warriors are about to turn heel for no reason. These women have been out for over a year. They're sitting in the backstage having to cut English promos. The shows are absolutely repetitive, and I ain't gonna lie, I came out here just doing some of these reviews to tell y'all about the positive things that I've been seeing in wrestling, but bro, it's been crazy the last few weeks. Like, what in the world are we getting over the last couple months, bro? It's been bad. Anyways, Karrion Kross did some exposing of his own and just kind of addressed some questions with Ariel.
I mean, you've already stated, like, you know, my contract was up last week. I never actually received a contract, like an offer, until last week. You know, I got the offer. I wanted to know how they came to the valuation of that offer. Just wanted, you know, like some information, some metrics, some analytics that's supporting to, hey, this is how we got here. When I inquired about that, they were unwilling to provide that information and told me I had 24 hours to agree to the offer or they were rescinding it. So, you know, the next day, We talk. I ask if they have the information. They don't. And I said, I can't make an informed decision without the information. And I'd like to keep the dialogue open. And they rescinded the offer. And that's actually where we're at.
Wow.
So, and it's not meant, this isn't like, I know how a lot of people feel when they make an exit, right? I can empathize with everybody's experience. Every experience exiting the company is different, right? Mm-hmm. This isn't like to disparage WWE, but because there's so many convoluted stories out there going on, it actually even to some degree can affect our livelihood of what we're supposed to be doing afterwards. People don't want to reach out because they're not sure if they're tampering and stuff like that. The goal has always been to be with WWE. My wife and I still want to be like with WWE. Like I'm still at I'm at the table for conversations. I did not step out of the conversation.
Guys, now I understand it's business. At the end of the day, you need them more than they need you, and they're able to present something to you that may be just indicative of where they feel or where they see business going forward. Unfortunately, there are real people that have dreams to be professional wrestlers, and this is an opportunity for them, and they just want to see it work out. But we've seen plenty of stories about how these athletes get released without really much of a warning. I mean, we've seen people that were on TV, then the next day get released. I mean, we've seen a lot of that. Kross told Ariel he was going to be answering questions as himself. There's no works, no nothing. La-da-da-da-da, everybody be happy because since Triple H is now the head of content, everything's amazing here. It's so much better than the last guy. So the only people that are telling us that it's great are the people that are at the top. Right before the United Champions match against Sami Zayn had a passing in the family. And he was trying to decipher whether or not he would spend time with the family or grieve, and they all advised him to go to work. I mean, the interview was solid. Of course, Ariel typically has some really insightful questions to ask. They do talk about Karrion Kross's book that was just released, as well as kind of go do some touches into his personal life, as well as his professional life, and kind of where he's trying to find himself right now. Kevin did talk a little bit about how he still wants to entertain the idea of being in the WWE. Don't start to build up my character and then get me out there on one of the biggest stages of them all and then be like, all right, see you.
When they made that offer, was it for the two of you?
Nothing. She had nothing. There was no offer to her.
Nothing?
No. I was told at one point, because I did inquire, of course.
Yeah.
After we deal with you, we'll deal with her.
Do you think that they were going to get to her? Like once they were probably hoping you'd say yes, do you think they were going to get to her? Or do you think there was a chance that she was not going to be brought back regardless?
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't see why we just could not have done things the way we did them before.
It just seems like shady business, which I think in entertainment, a lot of that is pretty shady. But yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's a very weird situation.
Yeah.
It's weird, dude. I've conveyed everything. This is the way forward. Everyone just needs to stop being weird.
In life, I would say it's a good life lesson.
End of the day, it's just something that a lot of us can add on to the laundry list of what is going on with the WWE in 2025. End of the day, I hope that Kross receives support wherever he goes, and a lot of people tune in because I think he has plenty of stories to tell. And as we've seen simply by what he's been able to present in his documentaries, the guy knows what he's doing. Unwavering loyalty, that stuff that he cut in the promo, that being a good soldier isn't always best for you individually.
I was under the impression that we were doing something improvisationally and it was okay. So no one told them that this was a work. No one said, I shook everybody's hands. I gave Megan a hug before I left. So they're under the impression, like a week goes by, that, I flipped out. One day I waited for Hunter outside the production meeting once it was actually brought to my attention that he was not okay with it. And I explained everything to him. No one told him anything.
At the end of the day, the dude made the company money. The dude was selling merch. He had people out there engaged in what was going on in regards to storylines. And people tuned in. You can make an argument at the end of the day, people tuned in to watch Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. What I'm about to say is in no way a personal attack on Karrion Kross, as I've been a fan of his work since before he joined the WWE. I wish the best for Kross and his wife. However, any talent feels the need to beg for a promotion to keep him on their shows have very little knowledge of their own value as a superstar. Thank God current stars like MJF figured it out. He's a true student of the business. Doesn't even value himself as long as he stays with these people. Stars like Swerve, Strickland, and especially Tony Storm never needed WWE to be where they are today. Just knowing the miserable contract that WWE was going to offer him, which he didn't accept, tells me a lot about the mental poverty, not of only him, but many who believe or continue to believe in the WWE's paradise and the best. Y'all gotta understand, bro. A lot of these people are led to believe that WWE is the best. Again, we are watching it as fans, and we might be able to critique it and be like, oh, they're putting together some trash. I just imagine, like, bro, if you're a basketball player, you want to play in the NBA, it's tough for them to try to give that up. I mean, you get used to an environment where you have like a boss that you can talk to. You maybe have employees that you get along with, etc. You have a schedule that you like. It's tough to give that up, knowing that you have that comfortability there. Bro is unclear on how negotiations work. If he doesn't have leverage, either take the deal or walk away. You certainly don't ask to see the other side's financials. Did they ask for his bank account info to gauge what they could pay him? Seems like he should seek out a lawyer. Work or not, he's not asking to see their finances, he's asking to see how they calculated his worth. He legit wants to know how they see him. If it was low, why is it so low? We want to become a shooting team, and you don't shoot jump shots well. Then that's something that you could, take into consideration. Again, it'd be nice for him to know kind of how did they come to those gauge, how did they come to those metrics, because especially if I'm going to make a decision very, very quickly, I need to know what is the asking for me. Because you don't want to know. You don't know if you're overshooting or if you're undershooting. But there were no plans for you. Over the last 2 years, what did you do? You were barely on TV. He was sitting there backstage for months without any time on TV. Brother, if you're not going to use me, look, I'm like he always says, TikTok. I get it could probably feel weird that he started to get some support. And he did all the things that he felt like possibly could have garnered him TV time. And then he's kind of just thrust out of the conversations right after that. It's just weird. Strange situation, I think, that's when the stuff gets brought to light. But at the end of the day, like I said, I hope that Kross is able to do well and wish the best for him.